We're live. We are live. Hopefully you guys can hear me, see me, all those things. This is the first time running it. Usually it's through JP. How is it going? I feel like it's really quiet. I feel like we need some like lo-fi music in the background. Really low. Yeah, there we go. What's going on, Top Dad? How's it going, James? Heck yeah, strong. I'm always late, don't you know? Come on. James, looking curious over here. I think we might get one or two other guys in here. Let's see. I think Chris is going to be joining us. Yeah, JP was tired. Apparently, JP had a shelf failure. So he's taking care of that tonight. So we'll probably find out more about that later. Let's see. I feel like... Let's see. Some names on here. Oh, it doesn't show, that's why. Okay. All right. Yeah. Sucks for him. That's for sure. So how's everyone doing? I don't know what JP has. What's going on, Comics Coda? Good to see you. Yeah, it's a big fear of mine. Shelving failures. I don't want to ever run into that. And I'm a little worried about wrong side, the shelf right back there, if you can see it. That's my DC shelf, so it's pretty heavy. So I'm going to be doing hopefully some reinforcing pretty soon, but it's held up pretty well over the past year, so not too worried, but you never know. Well, thank you. Thank you. It was a good compromise my wife and I came to with these shelves. So all below is kids stuff. Like that one is all the puzzles and Play-Doh and things. That's all actually like electronics and camera gear and things like that, label makers. And then over on the other side is like toys and costumes for the kids. So works well. Keep them all in the lower side, closed up, looks nice. And then I can have the closed up bookshelves up above, out of reach, out of the dust. So I do like those billies though. You got to be careful because if you do the wide billies, they can sag quite a bit. And I've seen those, heard of those breaking quite a bit. But the narrow billies are always I've never heard of those breaking or sagging or anything like that. So those tend to work pretty well. I know Joachim over at what's his channel called? Comics crap. What's it called? Let me look real quick. Oh, where is it? What's his channel called? It's awesome. He doesn't post all the time, but when he does post, it's really good stuff. Yeah. So Joachim, I think he just changed his name or something. But he does a lot of like minimalism and collecting. It's pretty cool stuff. Let me drop a link to his channel. Oh, Joachim's Comic Center. That's what it's called. There it is. Let's see. Give him a little bit of a shout out here. Because he's got a great channel. Does some really good stuff, high quality videos, less videos, but higher quality, which is cool. Yeah, it's under his name. I was thinking it was Comic Center, but yeah, it's straight up under his name. His link, though, is Joachim Comic Center. So, yeah. Yeah, that would I think that book could kill a child. That's for sure. Could fall on him. Let's see. Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, it's so weird. Like the wide billies say their max load's 66 pounds. These shelves, same for the what are they called? The Hemnes over at IKEA, which is what I used to have. If you go back and watch some of my original videos, those were all rated, same for these, for 25 pounds, I think, which is, they're all full cedar shelves, which is crazy that they're only rated for 25 pounds. But then the billies, which I don't think those are actual like real wood shelves. I think they're particle board. I'm not totally sure on that. But what's going on? How you doing? Jimenez, good to see you. Yeah, Seattle, Mitch. Go back to your Cleveland, Mitch. Yeah, so you had your wide. Yeah, I'd definitely, if you're on the wide billies, I'd reinforce those. That's for sure. Put something in the middle, put bigger shelves or better brackets on the side or something like that. But I know they always shoot for under, so they're going to say, 25 pounds when they can hold more, but they want to watch themselves with what they're giving out. So, okay, billies are particle. It's our best. Yeah, I mean, the only particle board I really trust besides narrow billies is Calyx, but those are very narrow shelves. Those are only like 12 inches and they're super enforced. So, yeah, no one asked for this except for Top Gun, BJ. So you can blame call Top Gun. Yeah, see, there he is. He'll take all the credit. So we'll see. I think Chris is going to join. So we'll see what happens. Oh, he needs the link. I gave him the link. Where is it? We'll get him in here in a sec. There we go. He's getting his setup ready. I know he's got to set up his stuff a little bit before he streams, same as me. So let's see. Oh, now OPB is here. Now JP is here. Or is that David on OPB's channel? I didn't kick you out. You just never came to us. You just never came in. I've heard a really good thing. That book looks amazing. I really want to read it, but there's always a backlog. Don't want to join, but so you didn't like Amazing Spider-Man #1. Okay. Save it for the hangout. Okay. Yo. What's up, John? How you doing? Welcome to the first live stream on my channel. Official live stream. I've done one other one that was like super quick kind of, and it was just an announcement for a giveaway. So that was like a 10-minute thing and not really a real live stream, but yeah, so oh, there's Chris. Chris, you ready? Let's do this. There he is. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. What you been up to? Ooh,
I just had a late night supervising a baseball game, so finished dinner, relaxing, and then you said, I'm doing a stream. I said, all right, I can get that.
We can do this. We got them things.
Cool. Hey, Top Gun.
Oh, yeah, Top Gun forced it into us. Forced us on us, so.
It's like, do it. Is it? Okay.
All right, fine.
It's peer pressure.
Yeah, I mean, if I can make the time and the kids go to sleep on time and all that, yeah, we got it.
Yeah, because I'm on the East Coast, you're on the West Coast, so.
Yeah, it's a little bit later for you.
Yeah.
So, what state are you in? You're
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Okay. Oh, that's right. So you're over by Brandon and all of them.
Yeah, we're about. He's in Raleigh. I'm outside of Charlotte. So.
Okay. All right. So you like North Carolina? Is it like roasting during the winter or summer though? I feel like the East Coast just boils in humidity during the summer.
Yeah, I mean, I would say humidity. I think it's like good until like June, end of June, and then it's just like my yard starts turning a nice brown.
Okay, so you do brave having a yard then. You don't just.
Yeah. And people say, don't you want to put irrigation in? Yeah, I like not having a $500 water bill.
Yeah. We put in a sprinkler system last year, but it's the Pacific Northwest. So, I mean, it's only for like a few weeks of the year you really got to worry too much. Otherwise, like, let it run a couple times a week and you're pretty good.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad.
Yeah, but most of the time it's like front yard stays mostly okay, but backyard is like disaster by the end of the summer. It's like, all right, bring on fall.
Yeah. Like I know in Arizona, I had a buddy down there and he's like, he put in the AstroTurf for his backyard, which is like super expensive, but it's nice. You just like walk onto like it's like nice and cool, even though it's like 100 degrees out and you don't have to worry about watering it or mowing it or anything like that. And then you just got the rock stuff in the front. Yeah, that might be the way to go.
Yeah. I mean, don't have to worry about anything at that point. Oh,
yeah.
They're speaking your language here. James is speaking your language.
Yeah, he is. Let's get right to it because obviously you can't let me go any video or live stream without mentioning Usagi. I'm really excited for this to come out tomorrow.
Oh, it drops tomorrow?
Yeah, it drops tomorrow. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, the animation style reminds me of the 2012 TMNT series, which I think is one of the better ones. I thought that was a really good one. So the animation's pretty cool looking. It's different because it's I think it's in the future, or I mean it's not like feudal Japan or anything like that. So I think it takes place in the future, but it's like one of his descendants. And so I mean it's like the same team. Like they even have Spot, the little Tokage lizard guy. They have them all, but they basically renamed them all and changed them up a little bit. And they'll.
Hey, at least this one, you're gonna see the light of day, unlike some of the other things Netflix just axed.
Yeah, I was glad that season 1 got finished. I think it's finished at least, or they're at least going through it already, so they're not going to axe it.
Maybe all you get at this point with them killing all of the animation.
Oh yeah, so we got Pacific Rim Black season 2 that dropped. That was awesome, and then Usagi drops tomorrow, which will be awesome too. So we'll see if we get a season 2. I mean, it's Netflix, so half the time they greenlight something that someone accidentally wrote on a napkin as a note, and they're like, "You're greenlit," and then like everyone loves it, and then they cancel it halfway through the first season or something. So, or you get really into it and gets 2 or 3 good seasons, and they're like, "Nah, you know what? We're bored."
And I'm a Transformers fan, and I still haven't finished that trilogy yet. The Earthrise trilogy they put out.
I didn't see that one.
Oh yeah, they did a whole trilogy of new Transformers.
Ooh, is it like that? Is it?
It's
like old school cartoon style, or is
it's the animation at that point. It's their kind of anime style. Oh. And it's post Cybertron War. It's like the Cybertron War is done.
Very cool.
So it's called the Earthrise trilogy.
Okay. So is it a trilogy? Is it like 3 movies?
It's basically 6, I want to say like 8 or 9 episodes per like part. So,
okay. Oh, so it's pretty long then. Okay.
Yeah, so they made it through their 3.
Yeah, okay. I'll have to check that out. I didn't. Sometimes like no one talks about it online, or you somehow miss it, and then Netflix just never recommends it.
Yeah, it really came under the radar. I mean, the only reason I haven't finished it yet is not because it was bad. It was just life and other things.
Yeah, there's so much to watch, and then one of my buddies, Tyler, is like binge watching Fringe. I was like, That show's so good. So that I've been rewatching that like here and there. Such a good show. Probably at least top 5, if not, I don't know. It might be Fringe or Battlestar Galactica, the new one.
Oh, see, Battlestar would totally win out in that battle for me.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking like space sci-fi, Battlestar.
Mm-hmm.
If you're talking like strange, weird, kind of like X-Filesy, like then it's that.
Yeah.
Then it, yeah. So I mean, they're kind of but sci-fi. I think Battlestar would take it, but overall, but I think it might be like my second favorite of all time behind Battlestar. So, but let's see. I don't. Are they releasing the entire series tomorrow? I don't think they are.
It's Netflix. Has Netflix ever done a once a week? I thought they just kind of dropped because I know.
Did they?
Aaron and I are looking forward to the last half of Ozark dropping. We haven't even started the first half yet because we were just wanting to wait. So I don't think that they've ever done a week by week.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah. I know, like Disney Plus and all them do the week by week kind of thing, which I got to watch the latest episode of Moon Knight now because I forgot it was Wednesday.
It's I'll just say this: two words that define that episode: pain and depression.
Oh man, how the last episode ended right before this, I was like, what in the world? It's so off the wall.
Yeah. Again, it's they have taken a lot of stuff from Lemire.
Okay, yeah. So it's yes, it is on Netflix. Top Gun. Yeah, Usagi's on Netflix. I think all these are on Netflix. Like, well, Moon Knight's on Disney Plus, but yeah. Oh wait, Fringe was on. That's on Amazon Prime. That's where I found it. I don't want to cry.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a rough one.
Okay, I'm excited for it. You don't have to be jealous of the Usagi collection. I have seen better Usagi collections that are not the limited edition hardcovers. There is that one guy who did that self bind of the trade paperbacks, and they were white with gold accents. Really cool.
That's dedication.
Yeah, but I mean, at that point, I mean, even if it costs you $30 a book to bind, 30 or $40, and then you're paying, $20 for the trade paperback, it's $60. You're still paying cover, not even for the limited, like you would for the limited editions, and you're never going to get those unless you're going to drop a couple thousand at this point, which is crazy. But yeah.
James is saying it's on HBO Max, so maybe 2 places, but it sounds like it's definitely on HBO Max.
Yeah, that's where I found it, but I don't have HBO right now, so I stumbled across it on Amazon Video. So that's like free with ads. So you watch a couple ads every like 15, 20 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's a good time to like go grab a drink or refill the chips.
Comics Code has got. I've got an interesting solution for you. They ought to recut the MCU's like movies, or just binge it. Just binge all 6 episodes, and therefore you have your movie. A friend of mine, Ray, he does a show called the Flight Cast, and then DC, he does another one called DC TV Squad Cast. But his whole thing about the MCU is it is basically long form. The MCU, the movies themselves, is long form TV.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they could do it either way. They could recut the shows as like 2 movies each, or they could cut the movies into like 6 or 7 episode miniseries pretty easily, I think.
Yeah,
because they always have like good drop points on those.
Yeah, and he doesn't frame it as a knock. He says that's just his view of it, is that the movies are basically a television show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't really thought about that. They're like a television. That's that's a solid.
Just because of how everything builds on each other, or like it started doing that. So
yeah, maybe not early on. You might have a hard time with the early on, like Iron Man's and a couple of those, but now that they kind of have the MCU formula, you could probably, I think you're right. You could totally cut those into shows, or take the shows and make them into a movie or two and be totally fine with it. Let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah. Those figures are pretty awesome, actually. There's been some really cool stuff on there from Pops and Legends, and there's been some pretty cool Moon Knight merch.
And I'm not a statue or Hot Toys collector, but I might be tempted by that the No Way Home 3 Peters they previewed this week.
I didn't see that.
They put a preview image of the infamous pointing meme, but with all 3 Peters, and they said coming soon.
Oh,
so
that. I see it now. Yeah, because they redid that meme like officially. Yeah.
So I said, God, I don't even want to know what it's going to cost, but at least it's got to see it.
Oh, please be 12th scale. It's gonna be like 6th scale and just enormous. And
that Batman one for the movie, my God, is just like, I don't know. It's just hats off to people that drop like 500, 600 plus on a statue. My hat's off to you.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, is like collecting books, like, I mean, they take up a lot of space, but statues, I mean, that's a lot of books for one statue. That's how I measure money now, is like, how many books is it worth? This is 3 books of grocery shopping right here. But dang, that's a lot. And where do you put those? Like, you got to have a pretty big house to be able to house all those statues. If you really start going out, especially with those like prime ones or those huge ones. Like
that's why I'll just I'll live vicariously through other people like Jem and people displaying them. Said, oh, that's cool. Thank you for showing me what I will never own.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I see you have a couple figures, and looks like Batman statue, or a couple.
I got a few, but they were like either reasonably priced. Like over there, it's off camera, but I did back the McFarlane Spawn Kickstarter.
Oh, okay.
So I did the 3-pack of that. So those are, but yeah, I'll dabble in it here and there. But yeah, never. I don't think I own. The only quote unquote real statue I own is probably the Batman 12-inch figure that they did for McFarlane, and then Hulkbuster versus Hulk, and from Age of Ultron.
Yeah, that's it.
So
yeah.
So because Hulkbuster was one of my favorite armors of all time, so when seeing that on a big screen was like, yeah, I'm finding that.
Yeah, that one was pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's been a couple statue versions of that, and it's pretty cool.
The rest of these are just action figures. So
yeah, they had what was it? Sideshow or Prime? Who was it? They had one where it was the actual. You take the actual like Iron Man armor and you could fit it inside or something like that. Inside the Hulk.
I don't even know, but that sounds cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it came with it and it was a different scale or something. But I thought you could. There was something where I saw you could like bring one, like pull it out and actually. It's pretty awesome.
I like what Comics Code is saying. I'm scared of thumbprints on books. I can't imagine the anxiety that comes with statues, dust, breaks, all that. That's
the thing too, is like, how do you even dust those? Some of those things are so intricate that it's just ridiculous.
Even if you have a hint of idea that you might move, you can't get rid of the boxes.
Yeah. It's what's going on, David?
Hey.
Boomer David.
How's it going, guys?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Even better now to see both of your faces.
Oh. Wow.
You tease.
What are we talking about today?
Latest comment, David. So, we're just talking about how nice it is to not have JP on our.
I know.
No, we're chatting about different statues and how scared of we are to even try and dabble in them, like the care for them and the price and where to even store them. So, I mean, I know you're always yelling at JP which statues you want to get and telling him which ones to buy, but I mean, do you even have any of them at your house, or are they all at the OPB HQ.
They're all
And-
at OPB. I have
Okay.
some like little ones, like when you would put them like on a bookshelf, but the ones he bought, those things are enormous. There's no way.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, where do you put that thing? Like centerpiece for your dinner table, or
BJ's got the best one at that point. It's talking about Jem actually seeing a tatted up dude dusting.
I feel like I'd use the canned air, the compressed air.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just blow it out. But even then, like some of those things are so delicate. I don't know. Like just Q-tips or something. I don't know.
And I know, JP got a deal on a whole bunch of them at that point. What's been the hardest one to assemble?
So we had to put them all back together. So like we had the Venom Pool and a Cyclops, like assembled in there. But since we're gonna be moving warehouses, he's like, we might as well just put them into their boxes back. And Cyclops was amazingly complex because he has a lot of little parts.
Oh, really?
Like 3 different heads, yeah. And like his belt, like he has like a his little belt that has the X.
His chest belt, yeah.
Yeah. So that comes apart, and like you have to find where it fits because you can't bend it. So that one took us a while to figure out. But I think the bigger they are, they usually will just come in bigger pieces together. But if they're smaller, they have a lot of little details. But no, you're right. It's scary because I like my baby comes in all the time to the warehouse and she likes to run around and she gets close to the statue and I'm like, stop, no.
Just need like a baby gate for that,
right? Yeah, around
like
the statues. And it's funny that you should say if you put it like on a dinner table, it'll be in a dinner. Can you pass the bread and you can like pass it between the legs? Like here you go.
Get one of them with a sword. That way you can use it to cut.
Hey, there you go. Yeah.
Be like your charcuterie board. Just put the cheeses and the meats all over the base of it, and then use the blades to get perfect.
That's good.
David is allowed to be here because he is off the clock.
Yes.
It's one of his. It's his 1 hour off a day.
Yeah, because everyone keeps on saying, David, where's my Thor? Where's my Darth Vader by Gillen?
Dude, that Thor, I'm so upset. Or I feel bad for everybody who's been waiting for the Thor that ordered it from us because it's like what can we tell you? Because it's not really in our hands. And
I saw you do a review. You haven't taken them all.
Right, exactly. And we try to send them out by order number. So obviously, like if we pre-ordered it like the day it came out or whatever, then you're gonna get yours earlier. But yeah.
So it does. So you're saying, like, little hint, like it pre-ordering sooner actually gets you your book. Will actually get you your book sooner. Normally, not always. But
right.
That does help.
It does. Because like today, for example, I think we had. I don't know if somebody either canceled their order, something happened, and we had a Thor. So we were just looking at the order numbers to see which one we could send it to. Because we try to be fair, if somebody bought, let's say they bought the book from OPB yesterday, we're not going to send them their book when we have somebody who will pre-order it, like, let's say the day of. So we try to, take that into consideration. If you've been waiting for it for a while, then yeah.
Well, I guess if you do the, people who pre-order before FOC, the final order cutoff, get preference too, obviously, because if you run out. Or if it's allocated.
But we were bringing it up in the chat too. It's just like, okay, how many times has JP legitimately and OPB had to cancel a pre-order on someone that wasn't because of like a publisher canceling a book?
Right, yeah.
Exactly.
I don't think I can think of any. Like, he will usually pre-order even more than what we pre-ordered just so he has extra. But now we do.
Yeah,
now it's just damages. Yeah, like we were like, now we expect damages from Marvel. We're like, okay, Marvel's definitely gonna damage, so let's add an extra 100 just in case.
Yeah, because that's Penguin Random House using that terrible freight company.
Yeah, and it's just like, hey, I've ordered Thor and I've ordered the Gillen book, but I'm not worried. Okay, I've got plenty of reading to do, so it'll come. Be just a little bit patient.
Oh, and then just a spoiler. So we got some Thor. Like I said, we got several boxes of them, but already we have maybe like 10 that are damaged from the Thor. Like just like I said, the little corner. So we're gonna definitely auction those in the Whatnot this Sunday. So if so if you're okay with getting a Thor that's a little damaged, it's gonna be in one of the damaged boxes. So we're doing like the damaged boxes where we put 3 or 4 different damaged titles in there. So we already have like a Thor. We have which one that came in recently? An Excalibur. So I think we're gonna do like a Thor, an Excalibur, or War of the Realms. So it'll be like a centered, recent title. So we're gonna have that as a damage. So if somebody wants to get it, I mean, like I said, it's just a little ding on the corner that we don't want to send to customers.
Yeah.
You can't see that when it's sitting on the shelf or when you're reading it half the time.
I mean, I remember, I won't even say what book it was. JP was like, well, I got 2 or 3 of these, and I'll pick the one that's the least damaged. And when it came in, I was like, what are you talking about with damage? I mean, really, I mean, I mean, there are certain things I'll get annoyed about, but it's like, well, there was like a little bit of wrinkling going on with the dust jacket, but I couldn't even tell what it was. So, I mean, you could get lucky. It's just all in the eye of the beholder. I mean, again, I totally get the collector. I mean, I'm a collector. You were all collectors in a way. It's what we tolerate is different thresholds.
Yeah. Well, and what we collect. I mean, some people want a pristine collection versus some people want like I kind of like the idea of a like worn a bit, not full like beat up, but a little bit of a worn collection that's well loved, used, read, that kind of a thing. So I remember people thought I was insane 4 or 5 years ago when I loaned my brother-in-law, who's not really big into comics. I loaned him my Death of Captain America Omni. And people were like, "What are you doing?" Like, he's gonna take decent care of it. Like I didn't even give him the dust jacket. I just like, here, take it. Please be careful with it, But like I got it back, 6 months later because he's the slowest reader of all time. But with it,
and it's like the Death of Captain America, which is like this.
It's an oversized hardcover. So, but like I mean, I bought that one used, but I don't mind if things have a little bit of bump or damage or something like that, especially if it's not even on the spine, if it's on like a corner, like on the inside that's on the shelf and you never see it.
Right. Yeah.
Whatever.
I was worried when I know Mitch, you backed it and you got it a couple of days ahead of me. I got mine a week or so ago, the God Hates All Astronauts, and the box it came in was just, oh my God. I was like, oh, this is dented to heck. And by some miracle, nothing wrong with it. He talked a lot about that in the updates. They did the crush proof boxes. So they had it was like 1.5 inches, 2 inches on each end on the top and bottom that had like crush absorbing space for it. Yeah. But when you get that box in, it's scary because mine was beat up too. It was rough. I mean, I think there was the one I got recently from OPB. I can't remember if it was War of the Realms or the Reckless book, but they had this like almost like a forklift had it ran into it at that point. I've had a couple of those too. Yeah. So, but I wasn't worried at that point. But I'll tell you what, for Kickstarters, I didn't kickstart it. I did a backer kit on it. What was it? What was the one with the most creators pandemic book that they put out? The quarantine book. No, that wasn't the quarantine sketchbook. No, it was the one like the most. The one is like the most creators ever. Yeah. Like, Fraser was kind of leading it up at that point. I don't know when I'm gonna ever see that book. Oh, you still haven't gotten it? Well, I didn't kickstart it. I did it on the other end of it, so I knew it. It just kept on saying, "Oh, it's gonna keep delayed." So I don't know. I haven't seen anyone post that the Kickstarters being fulfilled. So yeah, wow. I mean, I have my Cosmic Detective with Matt Kint. Okay. I mean, that thing's it's like 2.5 years out now. I backed that thing a long time ago. It was one of my first Kickstarters I did, and it's still not here. I'm like,
I don't know, maybe I got spoiled with like the Magnetic Press stuff and some of the other guys like that just churn through these Kickstarters.
Like Palmiotti is another one that does them pretty regularly.
Yeah, so they know the lay of the land and how to do that and all that, but holy cow, it's just
Tales from the Quarantine. That's what it was. Tales from the Quarantine.
Yeah.
And so it's supposed to be the largest assembly of like artists, creators from around the world, just putting forward, I think, like 1 page to no more than 2-page stories that they did during quarantine. I don't know if the Kickstarter's been fulfilled. I just know mine's whenever it gets here, it gets here.
Yeah.
But the one I'm really looking forward to and done really good with updates is Mike Grell's Sable.
I haven't. I didn't do
first volume of redoing his whole Sable run, and they're kind of put it in the absolute kind of format and things like that. So,
so are you like, if it comes and it's nice and you like it, are you planning on backing it for a while longer?
Yeah, I think
because they're probably going to continue the volumes.
Yeah, they said they've learned a lot just doing this first one, so they're already kind of prepping the whole thing for volumes 2 and 3. So I mean, it's kind of like, I'm definitely, I'm a Mike Grell fan. I mean, that Green Arrow run is still my favorite of all time. So, but that one's probably going to be the longest one I'll be waiting on, which is fine.
Yeah,
it doesn't bother me. I don't get that bent out of shape about having to wait.
Yeah, I don't mind having to wait, especially if they're just communicating like once a month or something like that. Just, hey, touch and base, here's where we're at, and most of them tend to do that. Yeah, I mean, the other one I've been waiting on, I got my backer kit Kickstarter, or not backer kit, but what I've backed on Kickstarter here, and like I'm still waiting. Oldest is Cosmic Detective. That estimated delivery was May of 2021. So we're a bit out from that. I mean, the next one I backed after that was Curse Words, and that one was absolutely cursed.
Yes, it was. Yep,
delivery.
I got that too.
And I got that one a long time ago. But the next one out that I still haven't received is Bjorn Book 2. But that one, I mean, that's not that far behind. And he communicates pretty well. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I mean, he's part of the Omni groups and all that too, and hanging out, and like you can message him on Facebook and he'll chat you up, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, really excited for that Atomica God is Red omnibus. By the way,
I'm very curious to see how that looks.
Yeah, they've posted. Did you back it?
I did not. I decided to pass on that.
Okay, I backed it the last 10 seconds. I'm like, okay, I'm doing it.
That was me with the Hellboy, like the Mike Mignola documentary. That kind of last minute. So
yeah, that one I went back and forth on them. I just couldn't do it at the time, which sucks. Especially I found out they're in Seattle, so they're like an hour north of me.
But you'll still be able to get. They're gonna put it out there for like Amazon, so it's not like you're gonna be not getting it. So
yeah, so we'll see what happens down the road, but. I kind of feel weird backing that Atomica now with all the Russia-Ukraine stuff going on.
You're worried you're going to be targeted?
Yeah. We'll just leave that alone. So, but then the Weapon Brown one just dropped the other day. That was crazy. I was not expecting that. Have you seen any?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't seen that.
So that's do you know what it is? Weapon Brown?
I have no clue.
It's a post-apocalyptic, like cyborg Terminator kind of Charlie Brown. So it's like all the characters.
That's a combo.
Yeah. So super, super strange mashup, but he just dropped it's called the Aftershock. And, he's dropping like a continued series on that, and I had no idea that was coming out. So that was cool.
All right.
Anyways, yeah. Do you do any of the Kickstarter stuff, David?
I only do I'm. You hear some things about Kickstarter, so I only do like some keychains or like a pen, like the metal pens. I like everyday carry stuff. So like I'm into like cool like little knives or survival kind of things. Like there's one that's like a knife and you could take it off and it has like a screwdriver. So it's like $20 to get it. So I'm like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with, if I don't ever get it, cool. It's $20, but not books. I haven't done any books or comic books or anything like that. Just like little, I think the last one I did was a keychain that is like, when they use like the fire to burn the metal and it looks like rainbowish. It was just something like that I got for my wife. That was like the last thing I did. But nice. I don't do anything bigger than like, let's say $50 just because I'm just like,
I mean, a lot of these are less than 50. Most of them are actually.
Yeah.
They're like, I mean, there's been a couple that are a little bit more expensive, but usually they're like, I mean, all the magnetic press stuff is like $35.
Yeah.
That's it. But I mean, you find out some of the publishers just use these. I mean, like Boom does a lot of stuff through this, which I mean, they get a lot of flack for, and rightfully so. but like magnetic press, like they have like you find some of those publishers that use it and just consistently put out good stuff. Like
nice
Charles Soule, Ryan Brown stuff with the what's it called? Curse words and God hates astronauts. They just launched, so a couple of them you find a couple publishers or creators that do some cool stuff with it. You're usually pretty safe.
I'll check it out. Yeah, because that's the thing is like, because I think I had a friend who did one for like some sort of. It sounded too good to be true. It was like a speaker, but it could also have like GPS, and it also you could like link it up to other ones, and you can talk to each other like a two-way radio, and it was waterproof. And he's like, "This is gonna be great," and he's put like $300 in it, and like. It's been like 6 years since he did that, and he's like, "They're still working on it." I'm like, "Bro, you lost that a long time ago."
Yeah, I did that one time for a like a GoPro gimbal that was supposed to be waterproof and super like quiet and compact, and then it was like 2 or 3 years later, the thing finally came, and it wasn't. It was like, oh, it's water resistant if it's not raining too hard. I'm like, no, you said when we backed the thing, it was like 3 meters below water it could go. And that's why.
Yeah. Nope. Sorry, bye, sucker.
Yeah.
Like the video shows somebody like snorkeling with it, and you're like, oh, okay.
Exactly.
Cool.
I'm like, this thing is gonna be awesome, and it was not awesome.
It was the fire fest of the gimbals.
It definitely was a fire. Like there was hate groups popped up on Facebook all about the thing, and it was called Slick, rightfully so. So it's very snake oil salesman type stuff going on.
So it's as quick of a barnstorm as someone who decides to burn someone on a deal in one of the Facebook groups.
Exactly.
Avoid this person; they're burned.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. Let's see. I was gonna bring up John's talking latest one they did. That art, not super impressed with it, but the story was intriguing to me enough, and I backed everything else that they've done lately. So I was like, art not really my style, but the story looked pretty cool. It was like a giant that was like called Giantess or something. Giantess, I think.
Yeah, I kind of was going back and forth. I ended up not backing that, but it looked interesting, the story.
Yeah, so I'm backing it for the story, and because I backed everything else from them. So I feel like I'm pot committed with it. So
another one that's kind of doing it, just even though they know it's coming out, like the Hack Slash series. I was re-releasing the deluxe editions. He's doing them on Kickstarter and putting them out there.
Yeah, it was like Darkness and Witchblade. Which is like, it's kind of cool. You get in on the Kickstarter, but you're also paying twice the price for like a dust jacket and maybe to have your name in the back of the book, I think.
You hush your mouth, Marvel says. We'll change those dust jackets and make people pay for it.
Exactly. So I did see, I forgot to bring this up. I got to scroll up for it real quick because I'm excited y'all getting a Daredevil by Miller reprint. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Comics Dakota, I did not hear about this. They're doing a spin-off of Witchfinder, which is Mignola. So it's like a Hellboy universe.
Yeah.
British Paranormal Society. That sounds cool. I got to look into that. I haven't seen it come up. So, yeah, it goes into diamond. That's the thing now. Is like if I know it's going to a distributor, I'm probably just going to go that route at this point. So,
all depends on the extras they throw in. You know, that's what you do the Kickstarter for.
Yeah, I mean, if it's so like that's what I liked about God Hates Astronauts with Ryan Brown. They didn't want this to happen, but it just happened with printing in this new world that we're living in. Is they printed the trade paperback version of God Hates Astronauts because of the paper shortage. They couldn't do the hardcovers yet. They're waiting on the hardcover boards to be able to, like, all the text blocks were done, but they're waiting to be able to put them into the hardcovers. So they had all that done. So they were able to just do the trade paperbacks because they had that paper on hand. So they were able to get those done way sooner, like a month sooner, and get them shipped out before they could do the hardcovers. So people actually were able to start getting their books in the trade paperback version before any of the Kickstarter people got their books. So a lot of people were kind of pissed about that, but they're like trying to stop it and get Diamond an Image to hold it, but they couldn't. And so it got a little nuts. But like with that, at least, like if you back it on Kickstarter, you get the hardcover. And that's the only place you're getting the hardcover. Otherwise, you can buy it and buy it for cheaper, but it's going to be the trade paperback version.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good way of doing it. So
that's cool. That's cool. Look at that last comment. Somebody's watching us at work. Listen, man, you need to go back to work. You're watching. You work in a laboratory. You need to focus on work, bro.
No, he's just got the centrifuge going, and he doesn't have anything else to do.
That red flashing light just saying "warning, warning." It's fine.
Yeah, he just has the what is it? Large Hadron Collider going. Splitting atoms. It's okay. It's
all good.
Nobody's gonna know. Yeah.
Homer Simpson can do it. Anyone can do it.
Exactly. You just boop, done. Solid. Well, welcome to the channel, Valiant Thor. Yes, happy to have you here, but be careful. Don't start a new pandemic on us, please.
No fallout. No fallout.
Exactly.
Thermal test complex. Dang. Yeah, I don't. That's beyond me. I do communications and marketing.
You're throwing these big words at me. I don't understand.
Not science. Yeah. Breaking news. Scientists don't need a nuke.
Oh my gosh.
So what happens when David takes his shirt off?
One guy was on YouTube.
I mean, is that as bad as like the whole like bat eating thing versus like watching YouTube? I don't know anymore. I don't even know if that one's true anymore. I don't. Whatever. So it's been crazy at OPB, David. You guys are waiting on.
Well,
latest
right now it's been dead. We were all ready for this week to be like super crazy, getting, like 600 or whatever amount of Thors, and nothing came. So we just like do the daily polls, and then we're like, oh, well, I guess everybody can go home early. And me and JP kind of just stay late. Hey!
Oh, there he is.
It's Master Seafood.
It's Seafood? No, it's Theo Julio. That's my new name.
Theo Julio.
I want to be called Theo Julio from now on. I'm gonna start learning Spanish songs too. I start listening to a lot of Spanish music and start doing the salsa.
So now you've learned the error of your ways. Don't put Omnis on Billies.
Exactly.
So it's funny because it's the shell. It doesn't have a backing because we were using that shelf for the warehouse. So I was like, okay, let me take it home, and I'll replace it with two of the shelves I have at home because they're the smaller ones. Mm-hmm. And then we never put a backing on it, and then out of nowhere, he just started leaning really hard to the left, and I was like, okay, it'll be okay. I'm gonna just go to sleep.
Just go to sleep.
Yeah, at 3 a.m. in the morning, and freaking you hear boom, like
Oh
like
no.
just a bunch of collapsing. I was like, oh damn. And
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
yeah, but it's okay. It's just like some like $300-$400 whales each. It's no big deal.
As you
do you have pictures of it at least?
As he has cries with the $100 bills and throws it away.
It's the Dumb and Dumber where he's like wiping his face with money.
I actually don't have pictures. None of them look really bad at all. It was just like slanted a bit.
Okay.
The books, but then you put it back, it'll be fine. I think the only one that had like a damage was like the Ghostwriter. I think Ghostwriter. It was just the dust jacket got wrinkled. Other than that, we're okay.
Yeah, sell it in the Whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I'm just gonna sell this entire shelf of books to Whatnot and just start over.
It was damaged in OPB legitimately. You have a one of a kind damage in OPB.
It has JP tears on the hardcover.
Exactly. So yeah, David was about to talk about how busy it's been, right?
No, listen. First off, before anything, did you see that comment from the scientist guy? I think he's just letting us know he works for the government. Look at it.
Yeah, he's just. I'm here. I'm watching y'all.
No. The one, the conspiracy theory ones.
Oh! I did not see it. This one?
Yeah.
Oh,
he knows. I know the government lets out conspiracy theories to make it seem like, oh, that's there's no way they're doing that, but they're doing that, and they know it.
That's funny.
Top Gun's taking a lot of credit right now.
I think we made our longest video today.
Is that the Thor one?
Yeah, it was like 56 minutes?
It was 56 minutes of JP talking about Thor. So
what were you doing for 56 minutes? Good Lord.
Wrap it up. Jeez. I have to watch it in like double speed.
You don't get paid on YouTube for the length at that point.
We don't
get dinged.
We don't get paid on YouTube at all.
You're out of line, but you're not wrong.
Yeah, we do this out of love.
Yeah, exactly. And now since the workers get to go home early, since AAA kind of sucking right now, we've been using like we're gonna be using the work area to put up all the halls and make stashes and stuff like that. I was like, because that little table that we have, the little white one that we do our reviews on, it's kind of bent now.
Yeah.
we keep
all the statues and all the books and everything.
It's been used. It's been well loved.
Well, it doesn't help when David's like standing on top of it twerking, but
It's true. I think he only weighs like half as much of some of those statues though.
I remember, I forgot what it was. Like David wanted to stand on the table for some type of video or some type of thumbnail. I was like, I don't think
The one where I was laying on the floor, I wanted to lay on the desk, and you were like, I don't think this can hold. And I'm like, you're right.
Yeah. The one
This is a bad idea.
When we took the Reckless thumbnail video, he wanted to lay on the table sideways. I was like, oh man.
Look for the Burt Reynolds classic.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to do just a really nice mustache for one of the videos. So I'm not gonna Photoshop it for you guys. If you're going for a mustache, you're just gonna have to.
We see what happens when you try to Photoshop out a mustache or a beard.
Exactly.
At point to Justice League. Yeah.
If Warner Bros. Can't do it, I can't.
Eating some more?
No, Top Gun, it's all you. I'm not taking it away. I'm just pointing out that you taking the credit. It is all you.
So let's make a bet today. Let's make a bet.
Oh God.
When do you think AAA is gonna deliver our stuff?
Oh God, that's just everyone loses on that. Like no one wins.
It's kind of funny because we have next week's shipment already en route and scheduled to get delivered tomorrow.
Yeah,
From AAA.
Yeah. Which is like Annihilation and some other books that I can't remember off the top of my head.
Not the books everyone was waiting for this week.
Yeah, exactly. And next week's order is already scheduled, but I don't know if it's going to come in. But I feel like we're gonna get next week's orders before we even get this week's orders.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not seeing this week's orders till next week.
Well, you can make everyone happy by just sending those out really quick for next week and getting those early, and then getting this week's late.
Because Penguin Branded House.
Because Penguin.
Yeah. Fortunately, we didn't really get that many emails, right, David, about like Thor weekly releases.
Maybe on the first day that it was due to go.
Yeah.
But then after you sent that email, I've gotten none of them. So I'm like, okay, people actually read.
I do love that you sent an entire email just to say Penguin like screwed us over again. It's like, was it. Penguin sucks. They only let us use AAA. AAA sucks.
I mean, it's just all facts. There's nothing else I can say.
That's it.
You know, someone wakes up 6 a.m. Again, David, JP, I thought my book was coming out today. Why is it not here?
That's exactly. I think we don't really get like emails about like the deliveries anymore. The only emails we get like that are a nuisance are like the about like smallest thing you could ever think of, and they want an entire exchange.
David breathed on mine after he ate some garlic. Now it smells like garlic. I want a new book.
Listen, to the many people who, like you said, like you guys, that you're like, I'm okay with a little bit of anything. There's always that somebody who's like, oh, this came there's nothing that we can do. For example, somebody got a book and like the industrial scissor cut the page. Like it screwed up one of the pictures. There's no way we could know that. And they're like, I want a replacement. I'm like, what? No. Like, I mean, we do, because JP's like, just do it. And I'm like,
JP's there was this one that was like, it kind of blew me away because it was like, it was just an extra inch of paper on the page. Like you can literally just rip it off, or like just
because that's what they want to hear. Just rip it off.
Yeah, you can literally cut it off or whatever, or like a precision, just slice it, whatever. But like, no, this is totally unreadable now. I want to exchange. I was like, man, these guys are crazy.
Yeah, I have my Batman and Robin by Tomasi. Hi.
Yeah, she enjoyed the road trip.
Did she come along?
Yeah. So Cynthia drove the entire time, and then we know when David starts driving. You could tell the difference in the driver. He starts swerving everywhere.
It's because he's trying to answer customer service emails while he's driving. JP won't let him stop.
You have to do both, darn it. You're a customer service. Come on, serve the customer.
It's funny though, because like I was doing customer service one morning, and David just calls me. He's like, "Stop doing emails."
Screwing up the system.
So in my mind, I'm like, I'm trying to take the workload from JP so he can focus on other things, and he's over here answering emails. I'm like, JP, stop! I'm doing it, so you don't have to, man.
I was like, it doesn't take 5 minutes per email though.
Finish payroll, JP. Finish payroll.
Yes, please finish payroll. I'm on it this time.
Payroll is already finished.
So that's what we gotta do, is just get everyone emailing OPD about getting David paid.
Paid too.
Yeah, I agree.
It was fun. It was fun. What do you say your favorite statue? Oh, it was Emma Frost, right?
Mine? You know it.
Cynthia's.
No, it's not about you right now.
Oh, sorry. Which one was your favorite?
Emma Frost. That's what she said.
It was Emma Frost.
David, get off camera. Move over.
Yeah, so when we went to the guy's place, his name is Ray. Man, that guy had so many. We were thinking about doing some different type of shelvings, like those low shelves or Home Depot type of shelving. But after we saw his cases, like those glass display cases, like now we can't do anything else but this.
Is that what you? Did you pick some up already?
No, we're gonna be picking some up, and once we get the new spot, because there's nowhere to put them right now, anyways.
Okay.
But he's selling off I think most of his cases, right?
Well, he doesn't have statues for him anymore, so.
Yeah.
I now have a new goal statue, which is he had a samurai Batman that was riding a horse. That thing was like easy, like 3 feet across and like 2 feet high. I was like, that thing is beautiful, dude.
Yeah, I think
if you have a fireplace, you can put that thing on your mantle.
Yeah, I think Mitch showed us that. Didn't you show us some Shogun Shogun statues?
I've shared some Shogun statues.
I think you showed us like
if it was the Batman one,
the Red Hood one, right?
Oh yeah, it was the Red Hood.
You could always go like get that or and not eat, or eat and then not get the statue. I mean, it's very simple. I mean, the choice is obvious. I mean, it's obviously the statue.
I mean, how much does a kid go for nowadays that I could sell them?
You can just put the kids to work in the warehouse. Come on.
Like, I'm sorry, Sammy, but I want a Batman statue instead.
You've been voted out of the family. Thank you.
We're gonna need a room for all these statues. So.
I think this is the one that Dave was talking about. He was like, when we saw this person, he was like, "Whoa, I need it." He was like, "Please buy it for me, Poppy."
Yeah, that one.
He was like, "I'll call you Theo Julio every day."
Man, is that all it takes to get JP to do stuff? Jeez, I'll shoot.
Yeah, so this one was pretty cool. I like,
That is
it's on a Joker statue. I didn't realize the base had like the Joker face.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I didn't even notice it was a Joker base. Like, I just look at the horse. So I didn't realize this was like a unique thing that the XM Studios is making. It's not even in a comic or anything. They're like, let's just make a samurai.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty cool.
People will buy it. They're stupid.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. That was neat.
That's cool.
Now Davis be sending me statue pictures every single day now. He's like, can we get this one? Can we get that one?
Oh, I wish.
That's right. I send JP solicits every day, and then he double posts them because he posts them then, and then he goes through solicits at the end of the month and posts them again. And I go through it. And I'm like, why is this on there twice?
Because you really wanted it, Mitch. Come on.
You really wanted it. Like, it's not even on my wish list. I just know people like it. So, just trying to make you money. Come on.
Trying to find this video for you guys for some cool stuff. So I'm gonna mute my mic real quick and let David carry the conversation.
David, talk.
Well, sometimes you have to do things for what you want. Sometimes things that you're not comfortable with, but you got to push those boundaries for yourself.
Is that how you end up?
What are you talking about now?
I'm like trying to figure that one out too. What are you trying to work for?
Do you have HR?
Statues. How are we talking about statues?
JP's HR, hiring.
Oh, that does not work.
Accounting,
payroll. Yeah, he's just all of those things.
That doesn't work. That seems like a conflict.
Sounds like it.
He doesn't let me come to him with HR questions or issues anymore. No. He closes his door. It's not an open door policy.
It is
closed door. Don't you forget it.
Yeah.
I know, right? This was the one that was really cool. And since we have the single issues of this person, I was like, no, I got to grab this statue. Even though, what story is this one even from? Do you know?
I don't know. Oh, like, that's
it's like evil Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel, yeah.
Yeah, like a dark Captain Marvel. Oh, yeah.
Because we had the single issue of it, and I thought the single issue was really cool. So I was like, oh, this statue.
I remember seeing that come out a lot. Like, I don't remember what it was to though. Like, I remember seeing that pop up. Huh. I didn't know they made a statue of it. Yeah. Of course they did.
And there was one more that I was highly thinking about picking. It was this one. It was Godspeed, right?
Yeah, Godspeed.
He's carrying a flash. I was like, oh, that one was sick.
That one was pretty cool.
It was.
That is the only thing about that character is cool is just that statue right there.
wasn't he like a badass character in the comic?
No, like they hyped him up and he was like nothing. I remember I was like, oh, what a letdown.
Oh really? Because I feel like his costume was really sick.
That's what I'm saying. The costume is cool and the statue is cool. The character in execution was just like, sorry, not my tempo.
Well,
that's cool. The whole head and chest is the swappable part.
Yeah.
Now if it was Earbard Thawne and Zoom, totally. And then I could say,
okay, that's not a good looking.
No, we're gonna keep that face off.
Keep the mask.
That's creepy McCreepster.
Yeah. That has a dark van down by the river.
It was there you go talking. It was me, Batty.
Yeah, somebody showed me this guy's YouTube video. I was like, man, I can't stop looking at his stuff now.
That's cool.
And then Dave was like, "Yo, can we get this one?"
It's funny he says that, but he's the one. Hey, what do you think of this one? Do you think this one's better? This one would look. I'm like, bro, let's get all of them. Like, I'm not gonna say no to
all
JP.
the things.
Yeah. I'm just like, yes, JP.
You just want a warehouse for statues, so you can just wander through and say, "These are mine."
Yeah, I mean, we do have 11,000 square feet of space now to make a freaking big giant showroom.
Do you have the whole warehouse now? Did you guys finally get it, or
they're still waiting? Like they're still writing out like the paperwork for contractors and stuff like that. Since we're gonna get the floors redone to like showroom floors, so it will look a lot better when we do presentations and stuff like that. Because when we walked in there, it was carpet. Like the old school style carpet, you know, like school, like when you go to school when you had the classroom carpet, like disgusting. No, I'm like, no, I don't want that. Just take it all out.
Big old like wet stain right there in the middle, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, even then, like if you're rolling stuff around on that, it doesn't roll as nice as hard floor, anyways. So.
Very true.
Yeah, you can't have fun with that. You can't jump on the lift and just like go wee right down the line.
You can't do the like soap and water floor wet slip and slide. Can't do.
No, those are the late nights at OPB.
That's the after dark show.
They was like, let's get I had to get a what's it called a Swifter wet
Swiffer?
Yeah, I want.
Yeah, the wet jet.
Yeah, we gotta clean the floor so I could, slide across the floor and stuff like that for more thumbnails.
You gotta get the big old like industrial waxer for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
You do the sock party.
And then you get the foam machine, so you get the rave going on at the end of the day.
Some sweet black lights.
Good idea.
That's a really good idea.
And we'll just take it from Lifetime because they use it all the time.
You just gotta rent out, keep a little section, and have it like be in an event space or something.
Oh yeah, Natural Bridges. I think his name is Derek. We did. I know Mitch. He was like going hardcore. He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna spend $125 on this." How many pages was it?
Leave me alone.
How many pages was it?
He feels attacked.
Yeah, it is. Where did it go? I'm on the wrong one. Let's see. It is. Come on, where'd it go?
Yeah. What was the retail price of the regular one? Like $30?
$25.
$25. Oh my god.
Extra 100. It is. Where's the page count? It's of 1,000, so it's a limited edition of 1,000, and I don't think it has a page count yet because it's not. Fully finalized yet.
How many issues was it?
It's 5 issues, but the issues are also a lot longer. They're like 45 page or something like that. So it's a little bit longer, but yeah, it's
yeah, I mean, you bought worse like TMNT.
Whoa.
I will tell you what looks good, and I can't wait that it's finally coming next month. Parker Last Call.
That
those pages they have shown off is god.
It's actually coming next week. Yeah, next week.
I will wait on Thor. I will get that Parker. That was one of my very first orders with OPB.
I was really surprised though because the order count was pretty low over how hyped it was though.
What was it? Which one?
Parker Martini.
Parker. I think because so many people gave up after so many years of that book. We're done here.
Yeah.
Because right now, I think we only have about 60 something committed orders so far.
Yeah, it's on there, Nick. It should still be on there. Oh, he's asking the Martini edition volume 2. Yeah, it's already up there. It's been up there.
I think a lot more people will order it once it
comes out.
Once it comes out. Huh?
Yeah, just like with Thor. So like Jason Aaron, the Jane Foster Thor, right? It was only like maybe like 80 or so pre-orders. So I was like, you know what? I think we're gonna have a lot of orders for this. Let me order like 400. And we're almost sold out already.
Yeah.
Isn't that cover out of print now?
All the covers are out of print.
Oh wow, all of them.
geez.
Okay.
Yeah, all the covers are out of print. They've been out of print as soon as it came out. There was no more left to order. So yeah, so you just get it. Well, whoever didn't order it yet should get it wherever they can. But if you want all the covers, you could just get the standard one, and then you have the other two on the hardcover itself.
Underneath the dust jacket, yeah, they're all. Yeah, I was glad I went with the Jane Foster version. That one's so good looking.
I finally did a full. Like I was doing the review for the book, but Dave was like, I really want to read it now. It's like he was like, every single time you do a deep dive, I want to read it, just like with X-Men, right? And now with Thor. Which one are you gonna pick up first, though?
I don't know, because I also want to do your what's that sci-fi one that Fear Agent. Fear Agent.
Oh yeah, Fear Agent.
Or Agent.
I just sold that one.
Oh wow, nice.
I sold my library editions of that. Yeah.
Dang, dude, you sold it to us.
You should have gotten a pretty penny for those.
I did.
Good.
I did, especially because I had the custom dust jackets for them.
So
but
I'll tell you what.
The space.
So I know BJ's is doing his like kind of X-Men reading through, starting with Claremont at that point. I have since January and as of last week finished my reading / catch up of Hoxpox. So I started with Hoxpox again, reread that, and went through all of Dawn of X, X of Swords, and I have finished all of Reign of X. I'm up to date on Destiny of X, 255 issues.
Dang, that's
since January.
Dang.
Wow.
No, the only series I would read that much of is manga. Because it's quicker. But like, so since you finished that, so are all the hardcovers that are collected right now, is it like what's it called? Order? Like you have the House of X hardcover, you have Excalibur hardcover, you have X of Swords hardcover, you have Inferno hardcover.
Well, the issues, like I'd say, I did the trades were the collection, so that's like the only true chronological reading order of how you do it. The rest of them are just collected of that particular series.
Okay.
So like that, like you won't find like if it wasn't a great, it was not a great series like Fallen Angels, but that's the only place you could see it is in these Dawn of X trades.
Okay.
And it still wasn't a good series, but I mean, for the most part, most of it was good. I mean, there are a couple of series that I thought was hot garbage, like X Core, terrible.
Yeah,
I like that. I really liked Inferno though. Those 4 issues were really. I liked it a heck of a lot better than X of Swords.
Okay, I was what's it called? I saw somebody post like they have the entire like X-Men hardcover from House of X now to Inferno. I was like, oh, the collection is complete. I was like, oh, can I just get the hardcovers then?
Yeah, the Hickman X-Men just collects X-Men. That first that like Hickman's volume of I think it's volume 5. It's technically of the X-Men series, so it's just of his run.
Yeah.
So nothing else is collected but his adjectiveless X-Men.
Okay.
Adjectiveless X-Men.
I'll steal that from Omar because that's the only way that people can understand.
I love it.
Man, speaking of Omar, man, that list for next year looking good.
Yeah. Let's see.
So Nick's saying so the Dawn and Reign of X had 1 or 2 issues from each trade paper. Yeah, so like the first couple of them were like issue 1 of the first initial stuff, so issue 2, and they put it in the order that they thought you should attack it because things built on each other and things like that. You didn't need to read them all, but I'm an X-Men lover, so that was just the way I wanted to collect it. So yeah, the trades just collect those singular. They usually were about 5 or 6 issues each. So.
Okay. Real quick, Nick, I think David, you said.
Where is it, David? Come on.
They're all.
You
got a lot back missing. Yeah.
So sorry about that, Nick. You'll get yours. We just haven't received the package or the shipment from AAA, and
they suck.
They suck. They basically are looking for it right now. I don't know how you lose 3 pallets worth of comic books.
Well, they didn't lose it. They didn't lose it. You got to be careful with that, with those words.
I know, right?
I don't know how they misplaced the 3 pallets worth of books for us.
Bro, it's consistent though. Every single week they misplace it for like a week or two, and they're like, "Oh, we found it," and they drop it off. Like, what the heck? No, I think it's like a 50-50. 1 week we'll get it on time. 1 week we'll get it 2 weeks late. So
it averages out, you know.
And they always tell us we're getting better. We're getting more workers. We're getting more stuff out on time. I was like, no, you're not.
Don't lie to me.
I know, right? I should just get all my trackings and show them.
Yeah. I was going to say also, Nick, my tip, if you're ever looking for an out-of-print book that's part of a set and you find one of them, don't buy it if you don't have the other one. Buy them as a set every time.
It's going to be really hard.
Yeah, otherwise, you're stuck with that orphaned book. I know so many people trying to find the orphaned books of like Ultimate Spider-Man oversized hardcovers and Fear Agent and all those. It's so frustrating for so many people. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's the only way to do it, but if there's like only 2 or 3 books, best just to hold out, let those single book sales pass and wait until, or just put out posts asking people if they'll sell the entire series. So
and that's the thing, like they'll say those words like we've misplaced it, we found it, and JP will say it all. They say that, and then it all of a sudden saying, okay, we located it, we done. Like it's not like someone didn't steal it, it's not gone. It's just it's somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, they have a big ass warehouse. They just stick stuff around and like, oh, we'll just find it when we'll find it. sounds like that. And then because I had a customer of mine, he picks up locally. He's like, yeah, I work for them. They're a shit show. I was like, okay, well, thanks for letting me know.
That's confidence. I appreciate that.
Yeah, exactly.
And I like how he says, I have these greetings from AAA Palms right now. I'm like, oh, that's what is going on.
There it is.
What are you going to say?
There it is. Yeah.
I might change profession. I should go work for AAA.
Make some good money. Keep it going.
Right.
It's
Make sure
it's kind
shipments get there on time, just for you guys.
It's kind of like the weatherman. You can be wrong and still keep your job.
It's gonna rain.
But you know what I have to do? Say it. I think right now my money is on. They delivered it to somebody who wasn't supposed to get it, and they just haven't gotten it back from them, because we've gotten a pallet worth of books. And we were like, we don't know why you gave us this pallet worth. It was like a inspirational women's book. Like, I'm a woman and I can do it. And I'm like, JP, when did you order this book for? What is it for? Is it like a comic book? And he's like, no, that's not even ours. So we have to call AAA and like, we have a pallet. This is not even ours. You have to come pick it up. But we called them like that same day. What if the person, these people get so many pallets and they just haven't checked it and it's just sitting in somebody else's warehouse?
Didn't you guys get some other local comic shops pallet or something like that one time?
So they got ours. So it's Lone Star Comic.
Oh yeah.
And they keep on getting our stuff. Well, it was they got it twice, and it got delivered to them. But it was packed into their shipments. It was packed into their pallet, but the invoices and stuff was for us, which is strange. So that's something else, because we won't even get a tracking number or anything. If that's the case. So yeah, we only had to happen twice, but they always reach out and then they bring it to us where we'll go pick it up. And then Nick Lindsay says a pallet of books is a lot of stuff, but they've been losing not one pallet, but like 2 or 3 each time. So
it's like a truckload.
Yeah.
But give it a week and then it'll show.
Yeah. Jason Aaron Thor.
Dude, I love that series. I cannot wait to get that book because, well, one, it's what you need to read before you go watch Love and Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
And 2, I haven't finished that series. I read up through all the way through God Butcher. I think I got up to like issue 20 something or something. Okay. So now I can finally finish that half at least, and then I'm waiting on the next volume before I can finally dive into War of Realms.
Oh, so you're gonna wait until like 2 years from now?
Unless I'm gonna buy the oversized hardcovers, and then, which I guess everyone's selling off at this point. So,
knowing how delays are, though, it'll probably be 2 years.
Yeah.
It'll be next year.
I feel like it'll be next year, especially with Love and Thunder. It's gonna push it.
Yeah, I feel like we'll see a solicitation for like in the summer, like the summer of 2023. But knowing delays will get pushed back a few months to fall.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm anticipating this end of 2023.
Yeah, just like look at the Hickman Avengers. It was supposed to come out early this year, and it got pushed all the way to the end of this year.
I mean, Fantastic Four by Hickman was pushed. I mean, that was supposed to come out like fall of last year, and that got pushed like 6-7 months, something like that.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes.
I'm not. Let's see. Oh, it keeps moving. The War of Realms. I think I've heard they're probably gonna maybe include the minis, like just the core series.
They'll probably just do 1 through 6, kind of like they've done with like events that happen in books, like Ven Omnibus by Cates is gonna have Absolute Carnage and King in Black, the mains. So
yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna have just a tad of double dipping then.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you be honest, like I enjoy the tie-in, so I kind of like having the complete thing. But I mean, you don't need them. You honestly don't need them. I
don't read any tie-ins. I'm like, I only read it for Jason Aaron Thor because I was like, I want to do a comprehensive read for this one. But most of the stuff I read, I always get the tie-ins because they're always like cheesy or silly.
It's like the Absolute Carnage Omni. Like reading the core story was awesome, but after that, it was trash in my opinion. Most of those side tie-ins were terrible.
I think so we've been hearing this so much. Like Final Fantasy, I mean Fantastic Four by Hickman is one of the best Marvel runs of all time. Like we need to read that. I just don't know.
I think I should do that one. I can do that one, JP.
Okay.
Do a deep dive on it.
You have so many.
Because I'm reading the boys right now because we're gonna get the omnis for that in I think like May, June, July. So I wanted to start on the boys, and so I was working towards that. But JP's like, "Oh, the X-Men," so I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna get it." And then now Thor, and then Fantastic Four as well. I'm like, man, I guess we're reading all of Hickman's stuff. Let's just go ahead and read all of Hickman.
It's funny because Decorum just recently came out this week as well, and I didn't realize it was a Hickman book. And we were going through it. It looked very sci-fi, and you can tell. Is very similar to East of West, and X-Men. I was like, okay, cool. So we'll probably do a read. The first look is coming up tomorrow, but we'll probably do a deep dive review on that one too because it looks pretty interesting. Have you guys read that at all?
I've got a reviewed copy waiting for me, so I haven't touched it yet, but it's Hickman, so I'll probably enjoy it. I haven't read his Fantastic Four, so probably my next thing I'm still making my way through Daredevil, so I'll probably be alternating, about 10 issues of Daredevil, then jump into Fantastic Four.
Okay, I like how Takan says Fantastic Four got nothing on Bendis Daredevil run though. So now we I don't know.
I would say Brubaker can easily challenge Bendis's.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, they're both good and within their own right, but I think Brubaker can takes it to another level.
That is a lot of reading in 2 days, in 4 days.
I know, right? That's a lot.
Both of these, wow. Jeez. I wish I didn't have to work so I could read books all day like that.
Yeah. Dude, you don't even work.
He does. It's a lot of work to show up when you're just finishing unloading the truck.
Yeah.
Takes some good timing. That's some good time management right there.
Right. I come into the office, right? Hey, JP, I need you to take more pictures of me. I'm like, I need more pictures for my fans. Come on. And then whenever he messes with the camera, like sometimes the buttons will get mixed around and stuff like that.
You can tell when David Smith is in it.
Yeah, like the camera will get extra dark out of nowhere or get extra bright. And they was like, "What happened? What'd you do, JP?" I was like, "I didn't even touch this thing." But
Oh,
it's funny though because like ever since he like sometimes we fiddle with it, we move some buttons around, and we're actually learning how to use the camera more and like learn the settings. Like, all right, how do we fix this? So that was,
I'm going to bed.
what were you gonna say, Chris?
I was gonna say to Top Gun, the story goes that Brubaker did go. Very good. That Brubaker did kind of tell and work with Bendis on how to end his run so that he could easily pick up where he was going. So Bendis didn't leave Brubaker in a lurch. That was already worked on together. So
Yeah, and Nick Brubaker Daredevil is on OPB already.
there you go.
You see a little tag for you, David? Oh, he's muted right now.
yeah, I saw it. So,
I like how it says little Cyclopsy.
Little
oh my
Cyclops.
gosh.
Cyclops.
You said
Cyclops was
OnlyFans?
wrong.
OnlyFans?
Good night, guys.
Good night.
And she's
I
gone.
work in the morning.
That was her cue to leave. Yeah.
My cue to leave. It's getting a little strange, a bit awkward.
Don't make it weird. Come on.
We just made it even more so by saying it.
Yeah. Can't call it out.
So Nick, I don't think they'll make it into a hardcover, only because not omnibus, since Image doesn't make omnis, but they'll make like libraries and stuff like that.
I could see him doing
what do you guys
it.
think?
I could see him re-releasing it like in a couple oversized hardcovers or something. Depends on how long they keep going with them. If they
Yeah, I
end or
mean
not.
he's having a great time. Like he's more just thankful and did not think these were going to sell as much. I mean, I think what he's doing with Pulp is really cool. With kind of the artist kind of look at the whole process and still get the actual book within it, the book proper. So I could see him doing something with that, but. He's always been the big thing of the crime noir and the old kind of pulp style books. So I could see him saying, no, I kind of like the way that these are like my pulp novels, and I don't know if I want to combine them because it's they have the same characters and they're kind of connected, but they're within their own stories. So, but that's kind of like similar to Criminal. So
yeah, it's a cool way of doing it. It's pretty cool.
David asked me, did I read all 3 Criminal books? And I was like, yeah, I did, but I think I kind of forgot. I was like, I remember it was good, but I already forgot. My memory is pretty bad when it comes to reading comics.
look at this. Look who we got in the chat.
Yeah, we got a little Omni Nation here.
and you got some guy above him there.
Is he finally coming?
We got Top Gun in chat too.
Yeah, Top
And
Gun,
then
but
we got
also
Natural Bridge. Yep.
And you got some other guy in there.
No one else.
No one else? Okay.
Oh, we got Noah in here too.
Oh, his little baby gains. Oh, that's so cute.
What's his name? Doesn't post videos anymore. Is his name?
Oh.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah,
Left us all.
Day has a huge announcements, but I'll tell it for him. He's coming back.
He's back, baby.
Eventually.
He's back. Next week he's posting videos once a week.
Once a day.
Future.
Once a day.
Once every hour on the hour.
He's just gonna stream nonstop 24/7 for the next year.
He's gonna go on live stream.
He's gonna go back hard. There we go. It's gonna be like 20 minutes of him just staring at you saying, how you doing?
Hey.
Why aren't you talking to me? Oh, you can't talk to me? Okay, well, this is how it's gonna be.
It's just gonna become like his Omni vlog or something like that.
I forgot his like his usual saying. It's been so long, so I kind of forgot.
He's coming back though. He's coming back.
All I remember is he'll be here saying, I apologize. I apologize. I said I was coming back, but I apologize.
He does drop the hush quite a bit too, yeah. You hush up.
And, ooh, ooh, stuff like that.
You got to disappear off camera too.
Oh yeah.
Like, ah!
And
Off
then,
camera.
and then his internet needs to freeze every now and then. Cut off. That's funny.
Classic Day.
Yeah, what do you think about that coconut song?
I love that
What?
coconut song. I showed it to Cynthia and I play it all the time. My coconuts, you can put them in your mouth. That's what it says. That's I'm just singing the song.
Graphic.
I shave. I keep it stubbly, Noah. I keep it under control.
Yeah, so
Well, if you're not here to defend yourself, Day, then we're gonna attack you.
I know,
That's
right?
just how
So
it goes.
what's everybody been reading now lately? You know, since we're reading, I'm reading Thor. What's everybody else reading?
I just started
Ooh, very nice.
White Knight. I'm very excited for that.
Okay, I think David's reading what's it called Infinite Frontier.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm already
Okay.
lost because it's talking already about how, like the death metal, or they're like, oh, we already just, we're facing the repercussions of the
Dark
Batman who
metal?
laughed and the main bad guy, and I'm like, oh, I don't know who any of these are, so I guess I'll just jump into it like this. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready for Dark Metal, the Omnibus or Absolute, so we can finally. I don't even know any of that story, but all the statues that they make are really cool.
I'm pretty excited for that dark metal. Yeah, or is it dark metal or death metal?
Dark Metal.
Yeah.
Right?
Dark metal?
Or Dark Knights metal? I don't know.
Dark. See, we don't even know the name, even though we
Okay.
see it all the time.
Let's see. Now I gotta go and look. Let's see. Looking at the FOC here. Where it be? Where is it? There's a couple ones that I did not know about when I was going through that FOC today. Oh, it is Dark Knight Metal. Dark Knight Metal. That's
Metal. Okay.
Dark Knights. And it's not KN. It's not like White Knight.
Knight.
It's
It's not
dark.
Knight.
It's not Knight. It's Knight. So Dark
Ah.
Knights. Dark Knights Metal.
As soon as it comes out, David's gonna do a deep dive review for that one because you've been
Oh,
wanting to
yeah.
read that for
I've
so
been wanting to
long.
read that for so long.
Even though we have all the hardcovers and entire series all collected, you're like, nah, I'm gonna wait
No,
for
I want the Omni.
these. It's still wrapped and everything too.
Oh, it is, JP? Oh, maybe I should start on that one.
Okay.
The more you buy, the lower the prices can eventually get. That's the deal. Or so I think.
I mean, we can't really do much with a cap, with a volume. No matter how much order we do, we have a volume cap or a discount cap. So when they give us a higher cap, that'd be cool. But right now we can't.
Yeah, kind of stuck. But I mean, I've laid out the math for different books. I'm not trying to just shill for OPB, but
Yeah.
when you look at it, especially if you're in a state where it's not charging tax, it's nearly dollar for dollar the same.
Yeah.
For an
We
Omni.
keep it pretty similar. I mean, I check the prices every now and then, so we keep it pretty similar.
I mean, you look at especially CGN or DCBS with $8 shipping. It's free shipping using a code or the ship it together code. And if you don't have that sales tax, it's actually pretty stinking close. So
No one gives us credit for it.
Well, I mean, at first glance, it looks like it's a lot more. Not a lot more, but at first glance, it looks like it's a bit more. But once you get to that final checkout with everything plugged in, it's nearly even. What is this, Boomer David leaving? Get out of here. Jeez.
You need a Boomer David.
Apparently, you didn't realize this, JP, but Day bought out OPB, so all questions go to him, according to Noah.
Oh yeah.
According to Noah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm cool with it. You know.
Yep. Have fun, Day.
Now you can be HR.
Yeah, everybody that wants to send us emails about their one little wrinkle in their dust jacket and stuff like that, Day will take care of it.
It's all good.
Email them at omnination@gmail.com.
Wait, I don't have to answer emails anymore?
Nope.
Yes.
Day-Day's going to do them, apparently.
Nope.
Hey.
Send them to Day-Day's email. Just set that forwarding.
Actually, pretty funnily, just while we're on the email topic, so like we can have signatures on when people send us emails about
your signatures. Buddy.
Yeah, so my signature, like I wanted to make it comic book related, so my signature whenever I respond to somebody, it says, "With all of the love Batman shows his Robins, yours, David." I'm like, because if you get it, you know that Batman doesn't show any love to his Robin, so I don't love you at all.
I was like, that was a pretty funny one. I should get all that signature just for the people that asked to return like wrinkled stuff.
I know.
Pick your signature.
David said, "I'll be HR."
David's setting some mood lighting.
I know. It's nice. I was got a nice halo.
It sucks because where I'm at, there's like two wall plugs. So my lamp is connected to one of them. So if I can either charge my computer or I can have a light. So I guess I'm going mood lighting today. See, I'm lucky. I'm changing my desk because right now it's like in this extra room we have that doesn't have a lot of like it has a lamp. As you can see, the lamp behind me, because it doesn't have an actual light on the actual room.
I hate when they do that.
I know.
Why would you not put a light in the ceiling of a room? So dumb.
I have no idea. Yeah, it confused me too. I was like, why would you do that? Like both of the guest rooms that I have at the house have that, and I'm just like, how do you not think of having a light or anything? Like it's weird. Yeah, and it has no like it only has one outlet per wall, which I mean, I guess if you were just making a room, I'd be like, yeah, just put an outlet. But especially nowadays, like there's so much things you connect to it. It's I don't know. They should just let me design all the houses.
that's where we gotta get going. All right, guys, I think we gotta wrap it up here. We've gone over the hour and a half I was gonna go at my maximum, but JP dropped by.
We have to let
we got
Master Sifu.
Yeah.
build his shelf and repair his books.
Yeah. You gotta take some pictures of it. I want to see the collapse.
I mean, I moved it around, but yeah, I'll show you the floor and the messed up stuff.
Ooh.
I like to see the carnage. It's good. So, all right. Well, thanks for joining me, guys, on the inaugural stream.
Yeah.
Because JP wouldn't do it, so we had to just go rogue.
Yeah.
And then joined us.
I'm like, man, I can't do anything anymore. I got kicked out of my live streams. I got kicked out of my emails. I got kicked out of my YouTube videos.
You didn't get kicked out of your live stream. You decided not to do a live stream.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all good. It's all good. It was fun. All right.
Well, make sure you guys can find OPB all over the interwebs. So if you want to find JP and Boomer David, head over to Organic Price Books. Make sure to use the code, any code, support them, hit them up. Chris, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Chris Balga.
Chris Balga. And you got some awesome podcasts that you guys are doing too.
Yep.
All colors related and all that.
Yep. Go to on YouTube. You can check it out at Geekverse podcast YouTube channel, and all the podcasts are on the Geek Ultimate Alliance Network. Find that, search that in any of your podcast.
Woo! All right, thanks guys. Thanks for joining me. Take care, y'all.
Bye, Top Gun. Love you too, buddy. Ooh.
Bye, Day. Bye, Noah.
See you guys.
No versus coming.